There was a time that Olivia and I were very close, well over a year ago, that unraveled, and it's been no contact ever since.
Okay. So before I get into the rest of the clip, because I do want to play the rest of the clip, there are two big issues between Mariah and Olivia that are going to come into play into this episode as to, like, the apology at the end. One was Olivia letting the world know that Kim opened up a credit card under Ethan's social security card when he was a minor. And the second one is Mariah accusing Olivia of stealing and sending her a letter through a lawyer threatening to sue her, when in reality she didn't know the passwords to her computer. Now, I want to play the rest of the clip, and then I'm going to re-say all of that and give you my opinions, and they are fucking biased!
The thing with the credit card, she was using a made-up story to validate her big emotions. She has felt this way about our family, about you and Dad. She was like, I just have all this hate and anger that I'm spewing towards them, and I need to make myself feel valid.
You accuse Olivia of stealing from you.
I didn't know what happened. I didn't know if she had stolen from me. I did write up a relatively threatening letter, and that wasn't right. But at the same time, she wasn't talking to me, and I didn't know what else to do.
They were in Europe.
I know that I messed up, and I know that I hurt her, and I know I handled things in ways that I shouldn't. And I want to make it right where I can.
So let's get into the first part, the credit card. Olivia let the world know, I think it was at the end of season 4, that Kim had opened up a credit card under Ethan's social security card when Kim was selling Young Living. That also plays into the Demon's toothpaste that we talked about the other day. Now, here's the thing. First of all, Olivia always has receipts. So, she has not shared those. Maybe one day she will, maybe one day she won't. But when her and Ethan got married, typically, not in my household because my husband and I both went through traumatic relationships prior to us getting together, but most households, when you get married, you merge finances, okay? So when Olivia and Ethan were merging finances, she asked Kim for the password to, like, the account or whatever that Kim had opened up for Ethan, and Kim was, did not want to give it to Olivia. It's not a made-up story because Ethan confirmed it on camera. He confirmed it with Micah, and he also confirmed it with Mariah. And for Mariah to be defending her mother for taking her brother's social security number, opening up a credit card, and ordering for her MLM downline while he was a minor is a fucking wild take, if you ask me. Oh, it's okay that she did that, because Ethan's confirmed it on camera and to his siblings that it was true after Mariah had posted this while Olivia and Ethan were in Europe, while they were on like a 7-hour time difference. That's why she wasn't answering her, because when the episodes were airing, I think, if I remember correctly, and I'm sure if I didn't, you guys will tell me in the comments, or as the season had ended, the stuff with the music was, like, happening. No. As the season was ending, and Olivia and Ethan were in Europe, that's when Mariah was thinking about moving out of the house in Tampa. The timeline is crazy, because I went to go visit Ethan and Olivia September of 2022. And that's when all that shit went down. For those who don't know, this was Mariah's social media post. She has taken it down, but she posted that there's a lot more story than what you have all seen on the show. While we understand this is a TV show and we are not in control how the show is edited, we are actually a family that is full of love and respect for each other and nobody else. But saying that Olivia was lying and that Mom and Ethan had a business agreement. Girl, what would you know about a business agreement when you were 11, when all of this shit was going down? What would you know? You have a one-sided story from your mom, who is running your brother's credit so that she could buy product through her MLM downline, okay? That was all posted while Ethan and Olivia were in Europe. God, was it? It was June of 2022 when they were in Europe. Yep, because the season was ending. I went to visit them in September. So all this was at the same time. And Mariah, to defend that, is disgusting. Nobody should ever be opening credit cards like that to buy product for your MLM. So as season 4 was ending, Olivia and Ethan were in Europe, and the whole social media post thing happened. And around this time, around like September-ish, Mariah had accused Olivia of stealing her music and the passwords to her music and stealing her money. Ethan did call her out on this in season 5 in the finale and said that he remembers Mariah and Olivia sitting at like the countertop, like they had like bar stools at this countertop in Tampa, and Olivia was showing her how to access her Spotify account with her password. And because Mariah forgot her password, she got a lawyer to send a threatening letter to Olivia and sue her if she doesn't give her the access to her account. Olivia never withheld Mariah's accounts from her, but because Mariah and the Plath family were not very tech savvy, Olivia is the one who set up Mariah's Spotify account, so that's why she had the logins and stuff like that. Not that she was stealing, she's the one that set it up. And she's also the one that helped Mariah produce a lot of her like early music. And I'm sorry, but Mariah was wrong in a lot of these situations, and it's wild and crazy behavior, and it's not something that should just be glossed over like it isn't a big deal, but that is something that the Platts do. They just sweep it all under the rug, pretend like it never happened. But Mariah wants to still meet up with Olivia while they're in Minnesota and apologize. And in my opinion, it wasn't much of an apology. And when we first covered this season last year, I had even said during the live, this does not feel like an apology. It just feels like Mariah wants to get all this shit off her chest so she can move on, and then she can tell the world that she apologized. How's that for you? How biased is that for you? So Ethan supports Mariah reaching out, and then there's a segment of Amber teaching line dancing, but you're not going to see clips of minors line dancing on this page, because if parents on reality television shows won't protect their minors, I will. Kim tells us that she's loosened up with the younger girls, which we saw coming because she did such a great job with the older kids. And of course she blames it all on Barry and whatever. Micah goes to help Kim work on her houseboat. And, you know, it's not even mechanically like a boat at this point. It's just a floating house, and it's so boring. But I do want to get into Olivia and Mariah's conversation / apology. So Olivia's going to go to the grandparents' house. The Plath family, Barry's parents, live in Minnesota, and they have a farm. So she's going to go meet up with Mariah there. So go to the next part.